Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's Warren from Knights 2.0. Warren Walker, your host. Today we're going to look at 10 ways for you to detect a fake profile on Facebook. Now, I know you're asking yourself, why does it matter? Why is it important for me to know if somebody's fake? Well, it affects your security. Why do people create these profiles? Let's have a look. Stick around. We're going to delve right into it. So first off, why do people create these profiles? Well, there are various reasons. One, they're looking to scam you. They're looking to get something from you. Maybe they create a profile so that you can give them money. They might have the profile of a young girl, and you as a semi-middle-aged younger part of a man, you might like the attention from a young girl, and so you might feel that, yeah, I'll chat with her. Oh, she's only looking for a little bit of money for data. Let me give it to her. So what she's done is she's actually scammed you. Well, she being a he, because most of those are not girls. Most of those people are guys. So why do people scam? Because they're looking to get money from you. Secondly, maybe they're trying to stalk you. They're trying to find information out about you. They might be kidnappers that are looking for children, and they happen to notice that you have a child in one of your pictures, and so they come to befriend you so that they can take advantage of that situation, learn about you, your habits, blackmail, get something on you so they can again get you to pay for something. None of these reasons are good. I mean, they're not good for you. They wouldn't be good for me. Why? Because we leave our personal information online. And so people can find out stuff about us. We go somewhere, we check in to say we were doing something with our family. We expose them to whoever is out there. And these fraudsters that come along, these scammers with their fake profiles, they're looking to take advantage. Of course, there might be another reason why there's some young girl. You could be in a relationship. You could be married. How is things in your relationship? Maybe your lady doesn't trust you, or is suspicious, or would like to know something about you that you won't tell. So what does she do? She creates a fake profile and she befriends you from a different direction to get that information from you. So you've got to ask yourself, is everybody you see on social media, on Facebook, real, or could they be fake? Before we go into and look at why people or how to identify these people on their profiles, let's have a quick word from our sponsor.
Are you looking for some great fun in the sun? Are you wanting to drink some amazing world-class wines? Do you want to look down on Cape Town from the top of Table Mountain? Do you want to jump out an airplane or swim with the sharks? If adventure is your choice of travel, Find a Tour has the travel for you. Travel the way you want to travel. Come find us at www.findatour.co.za.
Yes, thank to our sponsor for today's episode. Please use the Knights promo as a promotional code when making a booking to see what discount you qualify for. We know we can't travel right now, but in the future, when you watch this video, you can. And of course, you always know when you're traveling to another country, you always plan long in advance. There are visas and tickets and a whole lot of things involved. So plan your holiday today or tomorrow and come to Cape Town, South Africa. It's the beautiful, the best place to come to. So now let's get into it. How do I identify a fake profile? So how do I identify these fake profiles so that we know we don't make friends with them, opening ourselves up to whatever they have on offer? Well, one way is that the background picture. Now, if you go to Facebook, you've got a profile picture and a header picture. And that header picture, they'll leave blank. Why? Well, they can't really find something personal to make you believe that it is really a person. So they will go and put a picture there that is either so abstract that it could be completely irrelevant, or they just leave it blank because it takes too much time to find a photo and put it in there, Or what they do is they use the exact same photo as that they have on their profile picture. And that is another way to identify it. They just slap the same picture and they move on. What is another way? Well, as we spoke about, a lot of the profiles that are being created for fake profiles are created as a young lady, somebody in their 20s, somebody that would be attractive to other people, somebody that could flirt with you and get away with it, that would make some guy feel good about himself because now he's got some young lass that's chasing after him. Or on the contrary, you'd have some young guy profile. Again, would be a good-looking person, strapped, not drawn on lines of ribs around his shape, and it would be there designed to attract a certain type of woman, somebody that also maybe is divorced, is lonely, and looking for some attention from the opposite sex. So what you've got to do is look out for these single profiles that pop up. No background picture and just an attractive single photo. Never shared photo, nobody else in the photo, it's always them on their own. And many times it's only one photo, they only have one photo. They managed to steal that photo from somebody else. They came along some profile and they went, oh, that's nice, let's grab them. And now they use them in your photo, in their profile, trying to allure you into becoming their friends, opening your profile up to them. Because you know we have privacy settings, and we'll discuss that later, how you can protect yourself. Another way is the fact that as an imaginary person, they have no family members. They can't go and say, this is my brother or my sister. They have no family members. They can't have a family member. For them to create a family member means they need to create a whole new profile and make that one believable as well. And the problem is if that one disappears through being found out that it's fake, Facebook, been reported as a spam or a scam, then Facebook will go and say, well, if you're a scam and you're a family of this person, then they're a scam too. So they can't or they won't associate different profiles together because they don't want to have these personas floating around out there that they can't control. So they'll have no relatives. Of course, having no relatives means they also will have no relationship. They can't be in a relationship because there's somebody that they have to answer for. They have to create another profile. Somebody that you could go to and say, oh, tell me about this person. Who is this person? I don't know this person. And so they can't have that in their profile. They have to be single or complicated. Now, complicated is better for them. The reason it's complicated is because, well, they're willing to catch on some mischief. And that's what might attract you. The fact that they're willing to be naughty. You know you're being naughty because you're not meant to be doing what they want you to do. And so if they were divorced, if they were widowed, it's a possibility, but less likely because that would make them damaged goods. And let's face it, older people, older males, they want an undamaged in their head younger girl, whereas an older woman might take a guy that is divorced or widowed, even if he's a younger age, because he can use that sob story to get into her heart, to start getting money from her. Another way to detect is the fact that they don't work anywhere. They can't work somewhere, because if they work somewhere, then there's a way for you to find them. Or the job that they have will be completely out of this world, somewhere that you can't detect. Or they're self-employed. I see that a lot of self-employed. Profiles that they're self-employed, that way an entrepreneur, that way you can't find exactly who they are. You can't phone their boss and say, what is this person? Because they're trying to hide away, because they're not even probably in your country. A lot of scammers that we have here in South Africa, they come from Stellenbosch, because that's where the university is, or they'll come from Pretoria, which is miles away from nowhere, and the people that are actually doing the scam are probably not even in the country. In fact, I've traced some of them back. I'm not saying all people, but we know a lot of scams are coming out of certain African countries. And so unfortunately, wherever there is wealth, wherever there is people looking for companionship, you will get people that are trying to take advantage of it. And a lot of the scams come from Nigeria, a lot of other scams come from India. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful what we let in or who we let in to our association. Just because somebody is a friend of a friend doesn't mean they need to be our friend. And if they pop up as a friend of your friend, then ask your friend, do they know them personally? Do they know who this person is? What do they talk about? Are they stalking them? You know, one of those people that just become friends and never speak to them again? I'm guilty of it. I have a lot of friends on my Facebook and I don't talk to them, all of them, often. When they say something interesting, I comment, but other than that, I just don't have the time to be social on social media. Go figure. So what you've got to look at is how to identify these people. They don't have a lot of photos. They don't check in anywhere because it ties them down. They can't have work. They can't have education. They can't have relationships. They can't have family because it ties them down. Somebody that you can check on. They don't want to check into places because that ties them to a certain area, and that allows you to check in on them. They've got to be aloof. They've got to be out there. They've got to be somebody that can't be found. And that is why you've got to be careful on who you let into your inner circle. Another way is to have a look at their account and see how old it is. Most of the accounts are new. They have to be new because they get taken down so quickly by Facebook that very quickly they have to recover and create a new account, get a new picture, get a new email and set itself up. So they don't hang around very long, and so if you come across an account that is quite new, be careful of it. How many people now are brand new that are starting out on Facebook? People have been there forever, unless they're just turned whatever age that they're going to join, so be careful of new accounts. Also, a lot of the females that are going after men only have men as friends. They don't want to go after women. They don't want them as friends. There's no aim there for them. Or if you've got the male that's going after females, he's got a lot of female friends. So have a look at their friends. See who they have as friends. Are they diverse or are they tailored to a certain type of person? And ask yourself, do I fit in with that type of person? Because if I do, I've got to be careful of them. Yes, these are ways we can identify. The last is, the moment they become your friend, they very quickly try to get you off of Facebook. They try and take you onto a different platform because they know their Facebook profile will be shut down. And so they need to get you somewhere where they can keep you. So they're going to push you to WhatsApp or Telegraph or any of these other chats, or SMS if you're in America. They're going to try and put you onto something else. They're going to ask you for your number and say, have you got a number? I'd like to chat you on WhatsApp. I don't have data for Facebook. Well, if you don't have data for Facebook, how do you have data for WhatsApp? It's another whole story. The point is, they try and get you off of Facebook as quickly as possible. They're going to come and ask you things like, so what do you do? Where do you live? How are you? Do you want to chat on WhatsApp? That's when you say, no, we can chat here. They just miraculously go away because they know they can't chat there because they're going to lose you and they don't want to lose you. The only way not to lose you is take you off of WhatsApp onto a different platform so that Facebook can shut that account down, but they can carry on scamming you as much as possible. So what can you do to protect yourself? So what can you do to protect yourself? What do you have to pre-think about to understand about your security? Well, you need to decide what information you are putting out there in the world. You need to decide, is it information you're willing to share? Because when you allow somebody into your inner circle, when you allow them to come and be friends with you on Facebook, you're sharing everything that's there. Your education, your house, your family, whatever you're putting there, you're sharing. So you need to be careful who you share it with, because people will and can take advantage. So what can you do? Well, if you find somebody popping up that you feel is wrong and they send you an invite, well, you can just say, no, I don't confirm to be friends with you because I don't know you. I don't want to get to know you. You don't look like somebody that I need to know. If they keep bugging you, or if you feel that they're really not somebody you want to know, you can go and block them. There are 3 little dots next to accept. You click that, you can block them. If you see that instantly when you, after you've said yes, let's be friends, they come and they ask you for your phone number, you can see that they're fake. They're trying to get you off of that platform. What can you do then? Well, those same 3 dots, you can report them. Report them as a scam, fake profile, and then go and block them because you don't want to see them again. You remove the conversation, wipe them out of your life. Why? Well, it's a matter of privacy. It's a matter of who you allow and let into your home. Would you just leave your front door open and somebody walk past that you don't know and they knock on the door and say, hi, yeah, come inside, come sit here, have a cup of coffee together or a beer and we'll have a braai later? Would you do that? No. So why would you do that on your social media? Why would you let people that you don't know, that you have no reason to be friends with? Don't exclude the concept of making new friends. Because yes, you want to make new friends. Friends of a friend, you want to see something, you like the posts that they do, or maybe they're in the same group, or they have the same hobby. Maybe they're also into motorcycles, or into boating, or throwing darts, whatever it is. And you want to follow them, so you make friends with them. You don't know them. Nothing wrong with making friends with them and letting them into your circle and keeping an eye on them, watching what they do and how often they speak to you. And if you find that they never speak to you, then simply quietly go and unfriend them and they will disappear. Enjoy social media. It is a fun place. It's a place you can let your hair down if you had any. It is a place that you can feel relatively safe. I say relatively because it's a place people can and will take advantage. Now for myself, if I was going to come after you, I wouldn't come directly at you. I would first make friends with one of your friends. And then through them, I'd go and make friends with your family. And then through them, and I'd have a conversation with them. I'd build up a little bit of a chat. I'd then come make friends with you. So you see, you'd never see me coming. Because if you asked the other people, I'd be commenting, but that's because I'm not out there to scam you. And the scammers that are out there are not there to waste time. They're not interested in creating a persona. They're not interested in creating something long-lasting because they know very quickly they're going to be chucked off. So they don't waste their time. They come there with brand new accounts, very little information, stolen photos, and they quickly try and make friends and get you off of Facebook. If that happens, report them, block them. Stay safe. Your security is in your hands. Thanks for listening to the channel. Please give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Watch my other videos. I'll have at the end here and down in the description more videos that you can watch. Come and find me on my website. I'm on, obviously on Facebook, all over the place. Follow the channel. It makes this all possible. Have a super day. Keep watching.